This is Fred Beck from Fred Beck and I, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store and joined by the one and only Ring Wraps. What is that there, cup of tea?
Earl Grey, no milk.
What about sugar?
Sweet enough. Don't ever put milk in your Earl Grey, man, sorry.
Alright, so let's just jump straight into it.
Let's go.
Devin Haney, obviously breaking news recently, signing a top rank after leaving Matchroom Boxing.
No.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel? Has anyone spoke to Eddie yet? No, I'm joking. Listen, I love Eddie. Eddie's the tour de force that keeps boxing moving, man. What do we think about Devin Haney doing what he has to do? Let's be honest, man. The lightweight division has been flattering to deceive for a while. Kambosos is the man now. Kambosos is with the Bella, who's decided to get in bed with Top Rank. Simple as that. Fred, where else could Devin go? I rate that he calls it the Devin Haney, I'll call it the Canelo Alvarez move. The fact that he's leaving for a couple of fights. Eddie Hearn seems to think he's going to come back to the zone. I believe they're on good terms, like Canelo when he left and done some PBC work and came back. However, as we just mentioned off camera, the next 3 or 4 fights for Devin look like they're with Top Rank, right? Let's say he fights Kambosos, he has to fight him twice, we know that, both in Australia, that's a bit spicy.
Do you like that rematch clauses?
No. Let's keep it real. No. Do you like it?
I'm not a massive fan.
It's not, and especially that one where the rematch is set to be in the same country as the first fight, especially in a country with as antisocial time difference as Australia. Fair play, Kambosos, you deserve your fight in Australia, bro, because you beat my boy Teofimo. We'll come on to that in a minute. Lightweight division's a bit spicy, man, in the sense that Devin now goes over to Top Rank after being with the Zone and building up his profile, and Bob Arum's licking his lips. Yet the Zone had to bail out Triller with the purse bids to host the fight for Teofimo and Kambosos, who was a Top Rank fighter who loses on the Zone. We'll have a quick tangent on that. Teofimo, he's my boy, mi hermano, yeah. But bro, you're better than the excuses you're coming out with. I'll keep it real. I love Teofimo. Make sure whatever clickbait title you put on that, Fred, that you say Ring Wraps loves Teofimo, because I do, yeah. That's my guy. But bro, you definitely had some problems against Kambosos, like prior to the fight. But fair play, George come in, he was on it, man. You could, their Manny Pacquiao training camp showed. There was little glimpses of Manny in there. I saw the little 7-punch combos, but George is the man. Teo was the man, George is the man, and Devin's hoping to be the man. So, sour grapes for Eddie Hearn? Yeah, for sure, because it seems like twice in 6 months now that Bob Rank has pulled a flipping Machiavelli move. First it was the arbitration case that was nothing to worry about, right? The day after Fury speaks to the Saudi prince, then the Monday the arbitration drops. Well, that was convenient. And then Bob Arum within 5 hours has the stadium in Las Vegas ready. Look at Bob Arum now. Lomachenko can't fight for obvious reasons. Apparently Haney said he signed the same contract Loma had written up. Signed all the terms they wanted. Wasn't happy with the terms, but signed them anyway. Props to Devin Haney. Props. Yeah, man. Lightweight division spicing up now. It's about time. It's long overdue. But as I said, Devin fights Kambosos twice. Let's say he wins one, loses one. Let's say he wins both.
How do you think that fight goes though, the first one?
I don't think it goes anywhere near as easy as a lot of people think. I think Devin does what Devin does well. He's rangy. He's clean. He's sharp. But I really do think we're going to have to see some measured aggression as the geese over there get a bit aggy. We're going to have to see some measured aggression from Devin if he's going to make a splash down under, because there's no way you're going down under, right, with their best boxer in their history of the sport who's trying to be undisputed, and you're going to go there and try and have a clinical shutout performance. It ain't happening. There needs to be some smash bang wallop. Like, it's not, you're not going there and putting on a boxing clinic. That is not going to be enough, because as a lot of commentators have noted, anytime Kambosos throws a punch, whether it lands or misses, the crowd's going to be going crazy, right? So how's that going to affect the judges? The judges aren't always crooked. They're human beings. So Devin is in a weird position where he's the away fighter, and it don't get more away than being that many hours away. He's the better technical boxer. But as far as the crowd are concerned, he's the underdog. The bookies won't have him as the underdog in America, but he's the underdog in, like, event-wise. Do you see what I mean? He's the outsider. Unlike the Linares fight, though, where you were fighting an older, washed-up guy, who still caught him, by the way. The reason I mention that is because Devin tried to put on a show for the Vegas fans in that fight, remember? He engaged and tried to have a tear-up with Linares. And I think he has to have a tear-up at some point with Kambosos. My question is, how does he fare on the other side of that? I think Devin Haney should win, as Andre Wood would say. We know who should win. But is it a given? No, it's not. Sean Porter's also said that it's not a given because Kambosos has pop, what they like to say in America, and Haney is a bit chinny. Let's put it this way. Ben Davis has got his work cut out for him, boy. And he ain't been on the best run lately, Ben. So, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, the performances from his guys have not been the best. A lot of people would argue that Ben overcomplicates things when they should be kept simple. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You heard what Shane McGuigan said, what he said about Josh Taylor, right? And, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Devin should win. I think he can win. But this first fight, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw. Or there was something similar to Canelo Golovkin 1. That's what I think.
Alright, let's go 140. Supposedly Devin moves up.
And Teo moves up.
And Teo moves up. Well, I think Teo's already moved up. How do they get along at 140?
Them two.
Since you're a big fan of Teo.
I'm a big fan of Teo, but I need to see. I also did say I don't like Teo making excuses. We need to see Teo in a fight, right? He can't go straight into the Devin Haney fight. He could, but he shouldn't, because Devin's going to be coming off of 2 fights at Kambosos and maybe Lomachenko. Or the third fight, Devin might be undisputed to say, I'm too big, I'm moving up, and he fights Teo. If they fight and Teo has another fight and Teo looks like he's back to his old self, no health issues or whatnot, it's a 50-50 fight. Before I would have said 60-40 to Teo, but right now, I'm going to be honest, 50-50 fight, man. I would want Teo to win, but I just want a good fight. I think Teo's the puncher in that fight, though, right? Do you not agree with that, Fred? Teo's the puncher out of those two.
Both of them can punch.
But Teo nearly finished Kambosos in round 10. Let's keep it real. Kambosos done and that is why I rate Kambosos. I don't think Devin hurts Kambosos like that. And even if he does, if Teo couldn't finish him, I don't think Devin does. So, at 140, it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting to see if Devin Haney gets his man strength at 140. And it'll be interesting to see Teofimo fully hydrated at 140. That fight, I don't know, man. That could be a fight of the year if Teo comes back. But I need to see him. I need to see him get the ring rust off. So, talking of ring rust, can we just... Competition question. How many fights has Gennady Golovkin had since he lost to Canelo Alvarez in 2018? Fred, I know you know the answer, but a shocking amount of fights is the answer.
Well, 4 fights is the answer, but...
Including the upcoming fight. It's not enough. It's not good enough.
Well, it's getting very cold out here and I have to go to my coat, so we're going to have to wrap this up now. We're getting nearly 9 minutes, but...
Cheers.
Thank God you didn't hit the lens there. But I'll put your Instagram link down below and we'll catch up soon then, mate.
Sweet.